I was at the Technicolor lab, and one of the color timers said, "Hey, we're running Exorcist 2. Do you want to go in the screening room and have a look at it?" And I was over there doing something else, and I said, "Okay, sure." So I went in the screening room, and I see some guys riding on the back of a bumblebee or some fucking thing. It was unreal. And I left.
Oh, I'm like you. I have no regrets about Only God Forgives. I think it's a masterpiece, and it is. I just didn't make it very expensive.
Is there a doctor in the house? We need to get a medic in here. Is there a doctor around?
I just didn't make it.
If you think that's a masterpiece, what is Citizen Kane?
It's great, but it was an inexpensive movie, so financially.
Who gives a shit?
I was asking the question because of the end of Cruising, because what you wrote in your biography. That's a one shot kind of changed the plot, the character of Steve, played by Al Pacino, and Pacino felt dispossessed of that. He felt as he had lost the character.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks. Is that an answer to your question, Greg?
The novel, it has been said that the film The Exorcist has taken the more exploitive elements of the novel and left out maybe some of the meatier aspects. Do you want to comment on that?
Sure. Who said that? First, let's talk about who said it.
Okay, it has been said in some reviews.
By who?
Film critics.
Which one?
Okay, I don't have specifics with me, but that has been said.
I've never heard that. Let's put it that way.
Do you physically attack people you work with?
There have been occasions.
Yeah, you've slapped people before, haven't you?
Yeah, well, a priest in The Exorcist. He was not an actor. He was a priest. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and we were freezing. And he had to give the last rites to his friend who had just plunged from the top of a flight of steps. And the crew was there and freezing, and we did about 25, 30 takes, and he wasn't getting it, and he couldn't reach the emotional point. And I had read that other great directors had done that. John Ford, George Stevens had done that.
Whack.
Yeah. And I first asked, I took him by the shoulders, and I asked him if he loved me and if he trusted me. And he said, "You know I do, Bill." I said, "Okay." And I told the cameras to get ready, and I hit him as hard as I could across the face. And I said, "Roll it." And he went right into the scene. The shock of it, the shock brought forth the tears, and afterwards he embraced me and thanked me.
You can't pull that card too often, though, can you?
No, I haven't done it more than 570 times. I got a call from my agent, who was Pacino's agent. So we decided to jump off of Richard Gere, and we went to Pacino to do it. It turned out that Pacino had no idea what the vibe was in that community.
Pacino was just not ready for it.
He would be walking down a street, and there'd be thousands of people opposing the film, yelling out, "Pacino, you f***ing f***it, you little sucker."
I know you thrive on, conflict.
Oh, I thought it was great.
Yeah, Pacino discussed with you. I know he was uncomfortable doing some of the film. I know.
So what?
For ages, he wouldn't talk about it.
Well, that's a good thing, because he's not very eloquent.
Is there part of you that thinks that you wish that it had been Richard Gere?
Yes, of course. I don't want a bunch of schmucks who call themselves judges sitting in a fucking room saying, "Oh, this La Dolce Vita is not as good as Batman versus Superman." Fuck them and the horse they rode in on, and the ship that brought them over here, and the dog that walks behind them. Fuck them all.